Hi, this is Richard from UK Games Expo, and this is a video for exhibitors, which is going to be showing you how you can put information onto your exhibitor portal, which will then be visible to the visitor to the UK Games Expo to tell them a bit about what you're doing during UK Games Expo and what's available for them to see on your stand and so on. So let's take a look, shall we? So here we are on the UK Games Expo homepage, and one of the things that you can do on your stands is events. Now, previously, before 2020, we didn't really had a way of listing exhibitor events. Virtually Expo was a way that we actually developed the coding for exhibitor events and allowed exhibitors to tell you what was going on their stand. And so now we're back into the land of real shows again. We decided to bring that through and allow you to list events on your stand. So exhibitors can list live demos. They can list special events. They can list presentations. They can also list online events. And if you go into this, it will list all the live demos that are happening. Exhibitors have listed on their stand, 84 or so results on here, and it will tell you the day and the times of these demos. These are supposed to be demos that are happening on their stand. So in this example here, Tinker Tailor demos will be going on between 9 and 6 on Friday at the show. And if you want to know more about the game, you click there, and you've got the opportunity here to tell you a little bit about it. You can even learn how to play the game with a video there, and so on. So these are demos, and as well as that, you can look at exhibitor presentations. Exhibitor presentations, the intention of these, it's supposed to be something like a game designer talking about their game, an artist showing the art and talking about it, a figure painter giving a demonstration, for example. Or you might have a special event. This could be, for example, a quiz or a playtest session, or the maths trade that we're running at the show. Something a bit different, giveaway sessions, that sort of thing. So these are exhibitor events, and I mentioned exhibitor online events. So you could potentially run something like a stream from your stand at some point during the show, and that could be listed here. We go to What's On. What's On has new games, and new games are classified as games which are new at the expo in some fashion. So, for example, games that are new to buy. So that means that these are games which are available to buy at the UK Games Expo, not being on release. Certainly not at other shows, and it shouldn't be for long before the show. So it should be something that, for most people, this is their first opportunity to encounter it and buy it. New to play. This will be a production version of the game that isn't quite yet being released. So this sometimes happens where games are just about ready for release. They're actually being printed and they're about to come out in July or August, September, and we get the first opportunity to show people the games at the expo. New to back is a game which you can crowdfund in some way. So Kickstarters, for example, here, a game which is available to be kickstarted, and ideally available for that during or around the expo. And new to try is something which is a prototype which hasn't been shown in any significant way at any other UK show, and we don't really count clubs and things like that, but a proper sort of prototype that is being shown really for the first time. So these are new games. And when you go in to look at a new game, you get some basic information here, but if you click on it, it takes you through to a detail page, and that detail page is part of an exhibitor's stand listing here, which I'm going to come back to in a moment. So the other thing on What's On is the interactive map, which is under exhibitors here. So this map, exactly what we say, you can actually click on something and you will get information about that exhibitor. So here we have Medusa Games, and if we click on that, we go to the stand and it will give you a description about what sort of games Medusa Games does, a bit about them. Here we've got some images and descriptions about the games. We can link to more information about these games. We also list here the new games. We also list the events and so forth and demos that are happening on the stands. This is the stand, Medusa's stand, virtual stand, if you like, within UK Games Expo. This, of course, comes out of the whole Virtually Expo experience that we had in 2020 when we developed quite a bit of this, and we might as well use the code and allow this type of thing to be visible. So this means that as people walk around the map, they can quickly click on a stand and find out information about what's going on that stand. And now this information, like with everything else, like the events, like the new games, all of that information basically you have to put into the system. We don't send it to us or something, we put it all on for you. You're going to put it in. So you're going to do this through your Exhibitor portal. So you have to first get into your Exhibitor portal, which requires you to register a name on the UK Games Expo site, and which you do up here at the top. I'll just log out for a minute through the login register function. You'll be then able to register an account. You then send me your first name, your surname, and the email address, and your exhibitor name. That's the information I need to link you in to your Exhibitor portal. The system doesn't know magically who you are, and that there's no good logging into this and just hoping it's going to somehow find your stand for you and all the rest of the information. We need your first name, your surname, your email address, and your exhibitor name for the account that you've set up on this page. Once you've done that, then literally it's a 10-second job to connect that to your exhibitor page so that you can then see. You can see on here, this login page, what where you need to go. All right. So I'm going to log back in again to here. And this is now my Exhibitor portal. So if I go into here, there's various ways I can put information on here, which is going to come through to the Exhibitor to the UK Games Expo website. Manage events allows me to manage any events that have already gone on there, but also to submit new events. I can say it whether it's a demo or a presentation on the stand or an online presentation or a special event. I can also add an event name. I can the link is only relevant if this is an online presentation, by the way. I can put the day in where the event is on, the start time, the end time. If it's all the way through the day, then just put ad hoc. Put the start time 9 a.m. to 1800 hours on the Friday, Saturday, or until 4 p.m. on the Sunday, and then the ad hoc thing. Short description and a longer description. The longer description can involve images, it involves videos, it can be links to things like rules, but these things have to be hosted on the internet somewhere. So you put your rules online, you put your image online, you put your video online, and then you come in here and you link to your video by putting the detail in there. Okay, you can do a bit of formatting on here. You can make things bold or italic, or have lists and things, and you can make things in quotes and so on. And that's where you put your agents. This is how you add an event onto the site. Now, if you've got it on, if you're doing demos every day, then put the demo in once for Friday, once for Saturday, once for Sunday. Make it an ad hoc thing. You don't have to put it in every hour or something like that, because then it will just be visible across the whole day if you choose the ad hoc function. Now, we don't have a ticketing mechanism in this. There isn't a way of people booking a space via this feature, at least not yet. So if you want people to book a space, you'll have to put something in here which tells them that they need to contact you to book a space at it. Okay, so that is manage events. New games is how we add new games on. So when you add a new game, you decide what these need to buy, need to play, need to back, need to try. You put the game name in, you can choose an image. Again, you can give a whole quite detailed description with images and rules and all sorts of things. Type the publisher in. It should know your stand. Give it an idea what the genre is, the age, the minimum players, maximum players, and the contact details, and submit it. Now, once that happens, we will at some stage have a look at your submission and decide to approve it or not. Now, the reason for doing that is that we want to make sure that these new games are legitimately new games. So if you've got something which has been out for 47 years, then don't put it on as new to buy. Okay, so new to buy should really be something that's genuinely people haven't had a chance to buy much before, at least not at a convention, that sort of thing. We're a bit flexible, you know, in the aftermath of the of everyone being online and so on, through 2020 and 21. But generally, we want to get back for this to be part of the anticipation of coming to the show. That this is their chance to buy or play or try out something new. Okay, right. So that is the new games feature. And then the third thing is the rest of your stand descriptions. This is how you actually put the other bits in that will be visible when people go through when they click on your stand. So you go into stands, you choose your stand, you go to stand details, and put in the name, upload a logo, and these logos, by the way, also appear in your exhibitor, the events and things. So this is how you get some picture into that event. Yeah, a description comes in here, and again, a long description again can have all sorts of stuff in it. It can be rules, it can be links to things, it can be videos, whatever you want, really. Then choose 3 categories, and these are the ones that are going to go get those little icons at the top of the page. And then choose a primary category and save it. And this information will then be visible when people go to that interactive map and go down and they click on your stand. Okay, that's how that gets on there. Okay, so hopefully this was useful. We'll probably add more features on in time, but basically that information should give you enough to be able to get some stuff onto this site in and particularly in future years. Thanks for listening.